Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening depending on where you are in this amazing world. My name is Donovan Jolly and welcome everybody once again for another amazing video of DIY investing. For today's video, I wanted to actually dive into some updated Bitcoin analysis over the recent breakout that we have had over the last couple days. Now you guys already know, throughout the entirety of 2021, I have continued to maintain my bias, stating that we were going to be going into a final blow-off top before this cycle was over. While a lot of people doubted that, and while a lot of people were calling for the bear market, Bitcoin has done nothing but maintain higher highs and higher lows. And now with us breaking out in the short term, it's looking like new all-time highs are going to be upon us very soon. If you're new and just finding this channel, if you guys want to join the Discord server, download my free ebook. Links are going to be provided for you in the description for that. Really look forward to seeing you guys all join part of the community. With that being said, guys, we got a lot of really cool things to cover today. So without further ado, let's jump right into this video today. Alrighty guys, so we're going to be starting off by taking a look at Bitcoin, giving you guys some updated analysis inside of this market because it's been about 2 weeks since my last update. Now I've just been taking a break focusing on my other stuff in life just simply because I've got a lot of other things going on personally. Crypto gave me an opportunity to be able to use wealth in a new range of possibilities inside of my personal life, and so for that, that's kind of what I've been doing lately. And so when the market's down, guys, this is just the common thing, especially from my perspective as somebody who comes here to make videos. And I get a lot of people that comment under those videos. When the market is down, when the market's selling off, when the market's going through choppy consolidation periods, people are angry, people are throwing out hate comments, and people are just very, very upset. And not only that, but every time I come on to make a video, it's me repeating the same thing because nothing's changed. And so I wanted to take time to focus on other things, but now with the market actually looking really solid, looking like new all-time highs are going to be heading, a lot of other altcoins have already bottomed and started breaking out again. Now is the time where I'm going to be jumping back into crypto a lot more heavily, making more consistent videos because there's going to be a lot more things to update you guys with, because I didn't want to come here and just say the same thing every single video, repeat the same thing, because obviously that's not providing you guys any value either. It kind of got to the point for me where it just felt like, why would I sit here and repeat the same thing when I could just honestly make one video, wait a week, make another video, and just keep you guys updated that way. So if you're wondering why I've been gone for so long, that is pretty much just the case. Just been waiting for confirmation inside the Bitcoin bull market, and in my opinion, we've already seen that. You know, what I've always continued to maintain my bullish bias from was this right here. It was pretty obvious to tell that the momentum has always been in favor of the bulls. And the way that we can actually tell is if we come over here and take a look at the weekly time frame. Notice how during this entire consolidation, we've maintained higher highs and higher lows. This is a higher high, right? This was our low here. This was our high. This was a higher low above our first support that we found. Not only that, but we also made a lower low on the RSI. When you have higher highs in price and lower lows on the RSI, that shows a hidden bullish divergence, which means that the momentum is secretly hidden in the bullish favor. When you have higher highs in price and lower lows on the RSI, what that shows is that, hey, the bulls are able to maintain an uptrend inside the price structure, right? The price is maintaining an uptrend. But the RSI, which is a momentum indicator, is actually showing us going into lower lows. So if the momentum is going lower, but the price action is going higher, that shows a deviation, that shows divergence. And in this case, this is bullish divergence, hidden bullish divergence, because it's not quite as obvious, right? And so this is something I've always maintained as being kind of my key in my analysis, stating here that, guys, this is very much not bullish. In fact, this is what you see before a major continuation move. And that's kind of why I've continued to stay that. Now, there's been a number of other reasons why my analysis is going to continue to stick that says we have one more move coming, and that has to do with the Elliott Wave structure. We have only ever finished a wave 1, a wave 3, this was wave 4, and we're still waiting for wave 5. We have yet to finish the blow-off top of an Elliott Wave cycle. And inside of this wave 3 and wave 4 structure, this type of choppy action that we're seeing is very customary. It's not anything new. It's not unheard of by any means, even though, you know, the market did make a new all-time high and then we dropped instantly back down. We had two 50% corrections. it really doesn't change anything. The 4-wave corrections are oftentimes going to be creating somewhat of a triangle. Now, keep in mind that our exact Elliott Wave correction in this isn't a triangle. It's a little bit different. What I would consider this is really just an A, B, C, A, B, C, and then we had 5 impulse waves back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? And so that's kind of the way that I've personally been watching for this specific cycle, was that this was a 3, 3, 5 correction, right? And that's very standard inside of a wave 4 of Elliott Wave theory. And this is similar to a triangle in the way of it's a lot of back and forth action, similar to a triangle. So a triangle would be like this, right? Something like that. That's a triangle, whereas this isn't quite like that, but it's very similar, right? This is more of something like this before going back up. It's a little bit different than a triangle, but it's not really that far off. And what's important to realize is that both of these scenarios, no matter what correction you're looking at it, no matter what Elliott Wave count you look at it, none of that matters. The only thing that matters is showing that the momentum is seriously in the bullish favor. And not only that, but we're maintaining higher highs in price. And not only that, but we've been uptrending for a couple years straight. There's way more reasons to be bullish now than there has ever been a reason to be bearish. The reason why I've continued to stick to that bullish favor is because we've been in a bull trend. So until the bull trend shifts, there's no reason to think that it's just going to end. And, you know, to me, it's just been really obvious that we've had one more big move coming. And this is really why I'm super excited to bring with you guys this video today, is because I was laughed at for calling that we'd be going to $100,000 by the end of the year. Obviously, that was, you know, proven wrong, and it was very laughable because we didn't blow off at the top. We didn't have a blow off top at the end of the year. But if you guys remember in those last videos, my targets were actually $250,000 to $300,000 per Bitcoin. And so even though the time frames were invalidated, even though we're taking longer to get the same end result, my end result targets haven't changed. I still firmly believe that we're going to be seeing $250,000 to $300,000 per coin. And the reason I think this is because, once again, if we analyze the Fibonacci extensions, if we look at the last 2 cycles, we've topped between the 4236 and the 4618 Fibonacci level. So if we top historically, once again, between those levels, that's where our targets are going to be, 250 to 300K. And so I'm not going to really be looking to exit based off of one specific price target. And I don't think that you guys necessarily should either, especially with us kind of being in this new interesting point in our trading plans, or at least my personal trading plan, where we're no longer looking so much at the 4-year cycle timeframes, because the 4-year cycle timeframes were somewhat invalidated by us not getting the blow off top, right? We're taking longer to get the same end result. And so because of that, we're not paying so much attention to that 4-year cycle time frame. And now that we're not paying so much attention to that, we're at an interesting point where, based off of my analysis, I firmly believe that we're going to get a blow off top. Now, when it comes to that blow off top, it's truly anybody's best guess where the exact top of that is going to be. And I don't think it's important for us to get so focused in and get tunnel vision on trying to nail the exact top. What we know is going to be taking place, if in fact this is going to be a blow off top like I think it is, it'll be something like this. We'll rally up, and then we'll get a big move like this, and we'll get something along the lines of this. Just a really big, expansive move to the upside. You're going to see these periods of consolidation where you have these quick impulses and sharp sell-offs. Those are going to happen. And oftentimes during these periods is when people end up panic selling. And so when it comes to the end of the year, when it comes to the true blow off top of this cycle, it's going to happen really fast. It's going to be similar to what we saw down here. If you guys remember back at the beginning of 2020, or I should say the end of 2020, we had this big run up into new all-time highs. We should expect to see the same thing play out again, just a little bit different, because we are getting ready for the final move of this cycle. And so I'm not going to sit here and try and say that we should sell off an exact price, even though my exact price given was 250 to 300K, because I'll be honest, guys, what I plan on personally doing, once my altcoins start just popping off, and this is something we saw. If you guys were holding altcoins from back down in here, and we saw this big run up here, or even this second move here, that was a period of time where we saw a lot of altcoins over the course of a month and a half go up 20, 30, 50x returns. And so this is very customary of crypto runs. Whenever Bitcoin makes its big parabolic move, the altcoins are going to follow it. Some altcoins are going to outperform it. And that's where we just want to be taking our profits. We don't really know how much the altcoins that we're holding are going to go up. We're going to be holding some that go up 100x. We're going to be we're going to hold some that go up 2x. We're going to hold some up that go 50x. It's really a crap toss which ones are going to have the big move. And that's why, for me personally, what I watched happen during this period of time, I bought a lot of cryptos that went up 30x, 50x, 75, 100x returns. And I had no idea where the exact top was going to be, and I never nailed the exact top on any of those. I just started selling once I was up like 20x. I hit 20x returns, take a quarter of my portfolio out. Hit another 10x, take another quarter out. It's anybody's best guess. There's no specific way to do it, but what I can say is knowing that this will be the final run of the cycle, when you start seeing your altcoins just exploding and you're up 10, 20, 30, 40x plus, just take your profits, leave a small moon bag, and get the hell out of the market. There will be a crash, guys. And I think that that's the most important thing to understand, is the crash on this next move is going to be the most volatile. It's going to be the most bloody, and most of our profits are going to be wiped out during this first crash, right? When you have the big run up into the blow off top and then you have that first major sell-off, this is where almost all of your profits get wiped out. And you would think that, oh, I bought all the way back down in here in 2018, 2019. I can hold throughout the next bear market and I'll be fine. I'm here to tell you guys right now, as somebody who thought that sort of stuff in the last cycle, I remember buying really early in 2016. I bought way earlier than most people. And I got stuck in that same way of thinking of, oh, I'm in good investments. Oh, these are good cryptos. I'll just hold through the bear market. All of those cryptos I was holding in the bear market are completely worthless. They're way lower than any of their 2015, 2014, even 2013 values in crypto. And so to you guys that are sitting there that are going to convince yourself to keep holding that your investments are with good cryptos and good companies and all that, get the hell out of the market during the blow off top. Even if you believe in all of those cryptos, get the hell out of the market at the blow off top and then buy those cryptos once they've gone down. And I'm here to tell you guys, if you get out of the market of Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptos during this next move up, if you get out during the blow off top and you're in cash or if you're in stocks or whatever the hell it is, if you're out of Bitcoin during the time when we get the next bear market and you are willing to wait and see how the market, just kind of develops, I can guarantee you that you will be completely shocked by the amount of cryptos that you thought would be around that are completely obsolete in the next cycle. I made this mistake. I lost a lot of money that I could have had investing, holding cash, could have literally done anything with the money, but instead I held cryptos that went to nothing. And I don't want you guys to make that same mistake. And so for the next few videos, it's going to be me a lot more coaching you guys on how to actually go about making money, how to keep the money in the blow off top, because this is the move that's coming. I'm not really buying a whole lot of stuff. I'm looking to be selling all of my crypto. I'm looking to be getting out of the crypto markets because I'm not going to be waiting around for this move on the way back down to the downside to take place. Now, one of the cool things that I can say on what gives me a lot of confidence that says our altcoins are going to be taking off is our Bitcoin dominance chart. Now, if you guys come over here and take a look, this is the Bitcoin dominance, and this shows basically the market share controlled by Bitcoin out of the entire money inside the crypto markets. Now, as you guys can see, we've kind of been in this big rounded structure, rounded top type action, but most recently we sold off and we pretty much tagged our all-time low of the Bitcoin dominance, and we've been consolidating ever since. Now, if you guys recognize this consolidation pattern, this is what is known as a descending triangle, where you have a descending resistance and a horizontal support. This is our horizontal support, this is our descending resistance. And this is actually a bearish continuation pattern. So in this case, we have descending resistance, which means it's a descending triangle. This is for bearish continuation. We have hit our resistance, and it looks pretty weak right now. In my opinion, this is where we see altcoins flip Bitcoin, and this is where we see our biggest run inside of the altcoin market. Whenever Bitcoin dominance goes into price discovery, in this case on the downside, whenever Bitcoin dominance goes on the downside into price discovery, that's where our biggest runs happen inside of our portfolios. The most money that we make happens when altcoins outperform Bitcoin. And the last time I made the most money in this market was this move here. I made an astronomical amount of money during this sell-off here because that's where a lot of my altcoins started going up, 10, 30, 40, 50, 100x returns. And so this is what we're going to be seeing again, except in my opinion, this next one will be even more crazy. It's going to be more emotional. It's going to be more volatile. There's going to be more money flowing around. And because of that, it's going to be creating easy profits for the people that position themselves ahead of time. Like us, the people that have been holding, the people that have been waiting. Now that, we have our investments already planned ahead of time, when this breaks down and we go for one big sell-off and this breaks all-time lows and altcoins against Bitcoin pairs go into price discovery, I'm here to tell you guys that we haven't seen a true alt season until altcoin Bitcoin pairs break out and go into price discovery. That is true alt season, and we haven't seen one yet this cycle. This is what we're getting ready for, and that's why I wanted to jump back in here. We'll get more acclimated into making new videos for you guys because I do believe that the bottom has been in, but now for sure we're going to be breaking out because we already are. So did want to give you guys this video. Expect some new updates from me. If you guys have any insight, you guys want anything covered specifically, drop it in the comments section. I'll be sure to cover these questions, comments, concerns that you guys have in these videos. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this video. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I look forward to catching you in the next one. As always, peace out.